lads, Angel Reese has been killing it. She's been killing it. And I'm not going to lie, like, she's been really good. But the usual has happened. The usual has now happened. She's killing it. And she goes a little bit too far. Writing checks that she now has to cash. She now has to cash these checks. Because she is essentially as good as said in the public that she's better than Kate.
Angel Reese just lit a fire under the WNBA. And it's not cooling down anytime soon. She didn't just take aim at Caitlin Clark's hype. She pulled the entire rookie class into the spotlight. So what exactly did she say? Why is the internet melting down? And is this fierce confidence or full-blown drama? One thing's clear. Angel didn't show up to play it safe. She came to shake the table, flip the script, and leave fans picking their jaws off the floor. Let's dive into the chaos.
Reese, Uncle KC sees you. I see that false bravado. I see you all excited. We've won 2 consecutive games. My pretend friends in the media are telling me that we're on something called a winning streak. My team is hot, hot, hot. Woohoo! Yes, yes, yes. The rumors are indeed true. For the second time this season, the Chicago Bravado have managed to win back-to-back.
Oh, so now we're the ones giving her too much attention? That's a funny take. Because when someone grabs a megaphone, covers themselves in glitter, and yells something wild into the heart of the sports world, you don't just look the other way. You react. You break it down. You sigh, roll your eyes, and still end up talking about it. That's what happens when someone steps into a league already buzzing with drama and declares themselves the main character.
In the game, Angel Reese played a great game. Angel Reese had 19 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. And she was able to give an interview after the game and made a very interesting comment. And in pure old Angel Reese fashion, talked smack after the game.
And here's the real twist. The same folks claiming we're giving her too much attention are the ones glued to their feeds, refreshing every 5 seconds to catch Reese's next cryptic comment, shady press conference glance, or spicy Instagram caption. Let's not pretend you've moved on when you're still rocking that Team Reese hoodie like it's a family heirloom.
It is something that, you know, we need to talk about it. It needs to be talked about because you've now got Angel Reese coming out and saying this.
This is a great win in front of our home crowd. Camila Cardoso returns to the starting lineup. You both finished with double-doubles. She ends up with an incredible block on Courtney Williams to end the game as well. What are some things that you saw in her in that tandem that you guys had today? Somebody said we wasn't the best young core in the league. I think we're the best young core in the league, for sure. Hands down, the Sky Surfers, we do it every single night. So I'm really proud of everybody.
We're hands down the best young core in the league.
But sure, let's go with the narrative that we're the problem. That it's not the constant commentary, the smug glances, or the tension that fills the room anytime someone mentions Caitlin Clark without a disclaimer. Let's pretend Angel Reese is just innocently minding her business while the world drags her name through the flames. All the while, she's standing there with both hands on the gas can, daring anyone to blink.
The first time this season, the Chicago Bravado actually beat a team with a winning record. According to Angel Reese, this one win, this one victory in the middle of July, it makes the Chicago Bravado the best young team in the WNBA.
And if we're really supposed to stop talking about her, maybe someone should explain why she keeps serving up new drama on a silver platter every other day. Say less. She literally says more, then doubles down, and acts stunned when the spotlight doesn't leave. It's like throwing a pie in someone's face and being shocked when they flinch. What exactly did you think was going to happen? Now let's talk about that ego. Oh, sweet ego. So oversized it probably needs its own locker. Confidence isn't a crime. In fact, sports need swagger. But there's a difference between competitive fire and walking around like you invented the game, with a side of attitude that, let's not forget, the last 2 rookies of the year are on the same team. That's not just impressive, it's terrifying. A duo that should have every other franchise questioning their entire existence. And yet, That headline keeps getting lost in the noise because Angel's busy rolling out another episode of Look at Me Being Misunderstood.
She makes everyone around her better. She's not shooting that well, but she still is the best player on the floor. She's still is the person that sets the pace of the game. She's still white Jesus. Cry harder, Marvin. Cry harder. The shots are going to fall. The shots are going to fall. It's okay. It's okay. You just keep.
Let's break this down. You've got the two most dominant young stars in the league. One's a record-breaking scorer, the other's a walking double-double, and they both play for the Indiana Fever. That's not just a bright future. It's a warning shot to the rest of the league. If the WNBA were a game of Monopoly, the Fever just bought Boardwalk and Park Place, stacked them with hotels, and left everyone else stuck fighting over Baltic Avenue and praying for doubles to get out of jail. But sure, let's ignore all that because someone's feelings got hurt when the crowd cheered a little too loudly for Caitlin Clark.
Oh, Angel Reese, the most toxic player in all of basketball, is out here slapping clipboards out of her coaching staff's hand because she's so mad her team committed a foul in the crunch after she shot 15 free throws this game. This is the lowest of the low disrespect that you can show to your coaching staff. She trying to get y'all locked in, worried about the next play, and you so toxic with your terrible, awful attitude that you slap the clipboard out of her.
The constant need to twist every compliment toward Clark into an insult against Reese is beyond tiring. It's not a rivalry if only one person's actually in the conversation. And then there's the crowd that sees a box score and screams bias. The ones who act like Angel Reese invented basketball and solved boredom in her spare time. The outrage anytime someone points out her defensive lapses? Come on. It's okay to admit that maybe, just maybe, being the loudest voice in the room doesn't automatically make you elite.
Phenomenal game. But the best young core in the WNBA resides in Indiana, dear. The best young core in the WNBA resides in Indiana. Okay, it's not in Chicago. Love the confidence. Love the confidence. Not mad at the trash talking at all. But the best young core in the WNBA resides in Indiana. They played today. They played today. They also beat you when they played you. Put on a phenomenal display.
Here's what no one ever wants to talk about: consistency. Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston show up night after night. They don't just talk the talk, they walk it, jog it, and sometimes throw it down right in your face. That's the real flex, letting your game speak volumes. And guess what? The numbers don't lie. And the irony? Reese's fans crying about Clark getting too much media attention, while reposting every glance, quote, and emoji Angel drops like it's the Declaration of Independence. Every side eye becomes a meme. Every vague comment turns into a rallying cry or a viral TikTok. But the moment someone else grabs the spotlight for actually winning, it's suddenly a media conspiracy that, let's be real, no one's denying Angel Reese is talented. She is. But talent alone doesn't carry a franchise. Just ask the long list of next big things who fizzled out like a warm can of soda. It takes more. Awareness, leadership, and maybe, just maybe, a pinch of humility. This isn't even the peak. The Fever haven't hit their dominate the league for a decade era yet. They're still laying the foundation. But somehow, the story keeps getting derailed by drama, vibes, and cryptic shade.
What's up, y'all? I just want to talk about this chick, Angel Reese, for a second. She has been all over my timeline, over my Twitter, or X, Instagram, TikTok. She's always pushing people and this and that. She's always in controversy. So let me address this situation real quick. How is she a professional athlete? Like, can we step back for a second and just analyze this situation? How in the world is this chick a professional athlete? She is, out of all the clips that I've seen, she is the worst basketball player I've ever seen.
Allergic to someone else's success that you twist it into a personal attack. Imagine watching your peers shine and deciding the real issue is how much attention you're not getting. At some point, you've got to face the truth. Being the loudest voice in the room doesn't make you a leader. Sometimes it just makes you background noise no one asked for. And let's not forget the real scoreboard, not the TikTok drama, the actual games. The Fever are finding their rhythm. Aaliyah Boston is locking down the paint like she owns the place. This isn't about one player. It's about what wins in this league: growth, maturity, chemistry. All the things Angel Reese seems to brush aside while writing her next "They Hate Me" monologue. But here's the thing. Eventually, all that noise fades. Wins speak louder. And right now, the Fever have the most exciting young core in the WNBA. That's not drama. That's reality.